Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I welcome all of you back to our Metallica discography. So, what is this all about, you may be asking? Well, on Christmas Day of this year, I plan on putting a nice little bow on our time with Metallica, and the only way to really give these guys a proper send-off on this channel is do the one thing that makes sense without disturbing the peace, so to speak, but we'll wait and see about that, and that is every single Metallica song ranked from worst to best. Yeah, I'm sure nothing's going to go wrong with that. And two things are immediately obvious with a list like this, is that it means I get to sit back, kick back, and listen to all 120 songs that Metallica have done in their 40-plus year career. Holy. And unless in that time Metallica do release another album and it completely throws this entire thing into whack, well, we'll have to wait and see about that. I'm sure there's something we could do about it one way or another. But welcome home, Sanitarium. Now, for the longest time viewers of this channel, that might ring a few bells, because it was July 22nd, 2018. This was the very first video I ever did. Not just talking about Metallica, but just generally on YouTube. It was like the first one that set us on this path that we are on today. It all started with this song. So, in many ways, this really does feel like the greatest full circle you could possibly ask for. Except for the fact that what comes immediately after this, and if you know, you know. I was just 20 years old when I first started this, and in the grand scope of, well, for the purposes of this list, I have to ask the question of, I have to ask myself something very, very interesting, and that is, if I take off the nostalgia glasses for 1 second, I still possibly think this might be top 10. Or is it? And that's something that I would hate to really knock it down, because because one, this was my introduction, and this is something I loved from the moment I heard it. However, let's not be too hasty. Let's actually see what the fullness of time has done. Because surprisingly, there may be a few songs as we go through this that actually I'll have much fonder memories of, and some songs that I just forgot how great they were. So, welcome home. Just the openings to these are just, they're works of art. Where time stands still, no one is so no one will. This from the distant places, they will be mentally dream the same thing every night. I see every freedom in my sight. No locked doors, no windows barred, no things to make my brain seem scarred. Sleep, my friend, and you will see the dream is my reality. They keep me locked up in this cage. Can't they see it's why my brain says rage? Sanitarium, leave me be. Sanitarium. Just leave me alone. Can I breathe the open air?
Whisper things into my brain, assuring me that I'm insane. They think our heads are in their hands, but violent use brings violent plans. Keep him tight and makes him well.
It's getting better, can't you tell?
No more can they keep us in. Listen, damn it, we will win. They see it right, they see it well, but they think this saves us from our
Sanitarium.
Leave me be.
Sanitarium. Just leave me alone. Sanitarium. Oh my god. Yeah, so yeah, that just happened. I agree, guys. That was eyes are dead itchy, you know. Right, okay. So oh dear lord, like what on earth are we gonna do? Like, I mean, and for just to answer the question, guys, yes, after all these years, since I've been doing this at any rate, I will just straight up say, you know what? I actually do think deep down inside, it. So originally, when I did this, I ranked Welcome Home as like maybe 21st for this list, and to be honest, I think I've come to a consensus that actually it deserves to be a lot higher than that. So, where on earth am I supposed to, like, because I'm looking at everything. Okay, I will do a little bit of a thing right now where I'm going to be very, very vague about how I do this. So, ready? Right, okay, that's how it is. So, for those who are a little bit maybe out of this, let me put it to you guys just like this about how we do this. Is that what I did before I had the idea to do this? Is that I did a tier list on Tier Maker where I did rank all 120 songs that Metallica ever did. So that means that I have a point of reference to. Because I had originally set this up before, but going back and listening to all these again, it means that I get to put things here, and I get to put things over there. It means I get to shuffle this at will, so it just falls in line to see how things go. And there's 6, and for reference, I'll describe this for you guys. There are 6 tiers to this tier list for Metallica, and the very top one is top 10 songs only. Almost like an exclusive club that you've got to be a part of. And usually the way I do this is that I don't ever say what is in the top 10, or really in the top 20 for that matter. I keep things relatively vague so it builds up as much suspension as to what I am putting where. Because even at this stage, with 98 more songs to go, I still don't really know what is going to rank at the top of the list. And that makes this, I think it makes this a little bit more exciting because, well, let's just consider ourselves, guys, about exactly what's coming. And there's still a lot of room for contention at the very top. But as to Welcome Home, even after all this time, I think it's still one of their greatest. Although, considering what I do think it's better than, I feel like I might possibly draw the eye of some people because it wasn't exactly what you call easy. But you know what? I think I'm alright with how this is for now. I probably might come back to this because... okay, I think that's a little more like it. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens when the time comes. But in the meantime, lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, what's coming next might throw everything into contention, because the next song is, I think, is the one that's going to change everything about this list. But with that being said, I'll see all of you guys again next time. Thank you.